Hello guys, it's Modesty and I am back finally after a very long week. A lot of people for whatever reason have been wanting me to do a get to know me video. I don't know why. I'm a pretty boring person right now. I brushed my hair and it changed my life. I didn't do it, but I brushed it this time. That's a step up. I've been looking a little rough lately and I feel like I need something to bring my confidence up for myself, because Ermin can only do so much without me being like, yeah right, I look like death. So I'm gonna eat me a muffin, and without rambling on any longer, let's get on with the video. I'm like in my last get ready with me. I'm not gonna spend too much time on like the products or whatever. I'll show them. They'll probably be in the video, something. I just want a day to relax, do my makeup, and just talk. Okay, and to get to know me, I feel like you should start by saying like the obvious questions that no one's gonna ask because most people know it already. My name is Modesty and Meeker. I am 18 years old. I'm class of 19, and so I guess I did just graduate, but the school year is already starting back. If you follow me on my social media, I have a lovely, most wonderful, most amazing boyfriend. His name is Ermin. I come from a big family, a lot of step family. One of the questions was, how many brothers or sisters do you have? I have 5. Yay. I'm all younger than me. In descending order, it goes Cyrus, Micah, Lawson, Kyler, Lawson, Kyler, Lincoln. There we go. They are the most rambunctious group of boys I have ever met in my whole life, with all different, very different actually, great personalities. There's something I love about each of them in their own little ways. Like they each have something that I can pick out that I'm like, I love you the most for this reason. I've always wanted a sister, and so when I found out Lincoln, the last one, which I know is going to be the last one, was a boy, I'm not even gonna lie, I cried my eyes out. But I'm so glad I have him now. Like he's as soon as he was born, he was very attached to me at first. Would I want a sister? Yeah, probably, but that didn't happen, so oh well. Next thing is, when you get your own place, how do you want to decorate it? Oh my gosh, I've been trying so hard with this foundation, and it's literally the hardest thing to work with, like when you put it on. Honestly, I have not even thought about that. All I've been thinking of is there going to be space? Because my dilemma now is that I don't have enough room for filming and my makeup. Like, I do not have enough room at all. So my biggest concern has been, how am I going to fit all of my makeup, and how am I going to find a space to film if I got my own place? And that's the hardest part. So I haven't even thought about like decorating and stuff like that. I guess it would be like, I do like vintage, so I guess like a little bit of modern and vintage, like a mix of it. The next one, it says, this isn't about the video, but me and my sister love you. Well, I love you and your sister too. Thank you for supporting me, because you also support me a lot. I know who said that. Both support me a lot, and I'm really very grateful for that. And I'm grateful for anyone and everyone who supports me. I thought this one was kind of funny because I'm just starting out too. But it says, I've always wanted to start a makeup YouTube. Can you give me some tips? I will say that you have to keep an open mind about things. I can tell you right now that you can't let things get to you, because that will be your breaking point. Like, there is already a lot of scrutiny, and there's a lot of, I wouldn't say drama because I don't get into drama, But there's a lot of negativity going around, and there's a lot of people that want to do certain things to try to bring you down, but you just can't let it. Like, it's hard for some people, and not a lot of people can do that, and I understand that because that is a hard thing to like have to deal with. But you have to keep an open mind and just realize that that person more than likely just wants to either be like you, they're jealous of you, or something like that. You can't let people bring you down. Just be patient, because I can already tell good things are going to happen. And keep a set schedule. Let people know, and I've learned this from other creators and stuff like that. It helps if you keep a set schedule. People are more likely to come back to you because they know when you're posting, and they're gonna be like, oh, she's posting on this day, I know it, I know she will, and if not, she's gonna let me know, so you don't want to like film one video, come back another month, film like 5 videos, post like 3 videos in a day, but then the next day you only post 1 video, and then you're gone for another week, and you know what I mean? You don't want to post like 3 videos in one day. I mean, like, people aren't gonna want to sit there and watch all of those. What made you start a YouTube, and where do you see your channel going? Before I start like talking, let me just start from the top and the very start, because I'm gonna go back and forth. I would practice makeup and not post it because I knew it looked bad, and I kind of wanted to just have that progression picture because I knew I was bad. But when I started to get to a point where I thought I was getting better, I knew it wasn't good yet. When I saw myself getting better and progressing, I posted my first picture, which was a cut crease with negative space, the winged one, and people were like, when did you start doing makeup? This looks great, like everyone was really supporting me. And I was like, well, I mean, I've only been doing it for about a month. I just kind of started, and I practiced for like a whole straight month, and I would do looks like literally religiously, like all the time for that straight month. And I finally posted my first picture, and everyone was like, okay. Just started posting more, and they were like, you need to start a YouTube. How are you doing this? Like, what are your techniques and stuff like that? And so after I got like all kinds of equipment and stuff like that, like I got my ring light, I got my 2 softbox lighting, and then I got a camera, and then of course stuff happened. The mic wasn't the right one, it wasn't connecting, the camera I got didn't have a mic input. A lot of stuff just wasn't happening, mostly probably my fault, not like researching enough or something like that. The first video I was really nervous, and you can see that if you go and watch back. And I actually filmed 3 other videos before that, before actually posting the first one. But I was like, I don't like my voice, I don't like this, I don't like the lighting, I don't like the setup, I don't like how it is. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't like. But I finally broke through that barrier. Seeing how much people wanted me to do stuff made me start it, and where I want it to go is I just want to help people learn how to do makeup. I've said it before, I just want to do makeup. I want to do makeup. I don't care if I get famous, I don't care if I make money off of it. And I know I'm not doing makeup right now, I just want to make this clear. I'm not doing this for the fame, and I'm not doing it for money, obviously. I just want to do makeup. I want to show y'all how I do makeup. I want to give y'all what y'all want to see, and I want to get back. I want to do giveaways. I want to be that YouTuber. I want to be the one that gives back, because I feel like we see so much of people, they're making money, doing this and doing that, but they're not giving back. They're just sitting in front of a camera doing, most of the time, stupid stuff now. What inspired you to do makeup, and what inspired you to learn to do eyeshadow? Believe it or not, I told her this the other day. There's a girl that I worked with when I first started working at Sonic. I work at Sonic Drive-In. Yeehaw, yay. But when I first started working there, I wasn't too into makeup. And I just saw her like makeup and I was like, oh my god, that's beautiful. I was like, I want to do makeup now. And that's literally it. Gina, thank you. After that, I was like, I absolutely love this. And just seeing how creative you can be with makeup, like eyeshadow wise, Nikki tutorials, like seeing her like doing so many creative looks. And once you get like the product that you want and you're like, I did this, this is rewarding, like that's the best part. I keep smiling, I'm getting smile lines, so this is how we're gonna have to look. Yeehaw. Next thing is, how are you so gorgeous? Another little mini rant. When people used to say that, I was like, no, 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 no. Now that I'm with Ermin, let me tell you, my confidence has gone up a lot. And I'm not like, ooh, you know, like, I'm so much better than you. No, it's just like, I feel pretty. Like, he makes me feel pretty. So, thank you for saying that. That makes me feel really good. Relationship advice. Can you give me some relationship advice? I have advice. 9 times out of 10, you will not listen to it. You will do the complete opposite. You know in your mind that someone is right when they say a certain thing, but you will not do it because that's what happened to me. It took me forever to listen to people, and when I finally did, I realized I didn't even listen to those people. I did it because I know it's the right thing to do. I guess the biggest piece of advice for relationships I can give you, you have to, if it's not good, you have to realize it yourself. You can't have other people tell you because we all know you're not going to listen, 1. And 2, most of the time, you know it's bad. So you have to figure that out yourself. For good relationships, well, you don't need advice. So if it's a good relationship, you don't need advice. That's all I can say. I can tell you, stay loyal, always. You have to trust, and if you do not trust, it will not work. Like, you cannot get mad that the other has friends that are of the opposite sex. That's just absolutely ridiculous. That just shows jealousy, and that means you have trust issues in that relationship. I can tell you right now, if you have no trust and you're not loyal in your relationship, it will not work. I don't care how many times you say, oh, I love them, we're gonna get married. No, you're not. And I feel like that's the hardest part about giving advice, is because you tell someone over and over and over again, and at one point they're just gonna be like, I don't need advice anymore, because you're telling them stuff that they know is true. They just don't want to listen to it, and they don't want to hear it because it is the truth. I don't even know why this isn't the first thing that I've said. You have to love yourself before you love anyone else. And that's why I was talking about Armin literally has built my confidence so much, and he's made me love myself and love where I am right now, that I'm okay with who I am. You know, you have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. And I know that's said a lot, and I know it sounds cheesy, but it is absolutely the God forsaken truth. Because if you've heard that and you're like, oh, that's cheesy, that's because that you're not following it. This is why I wanted to be a therapist when I first started, before makeup. This is why. There's so many things I can say, but it's just kind of overdone now, you know? So all I can say is love yourself, and you'll be able to love the other. If you aren't trusting and if you're not loyal, you can't love. Just can't. You're just gonna be stuck in the same cycle over and over and over again. The next question is, will you miss cheering at Central? And for those of you who did not know, when I was in high school, I was a cheerleader. I didn't think I was, just because I had gotten to the point where I wanted to get out so bad that I was like, I'm free, you know? But now that school started, I'm like, I'm gonna miss so much of the things that I did. Like, I was in theater, FBLA, cheer, NHS, like all of those things, like French, like all of those things. I'm like, wow, holy crap. It hits hard. Like, it really does. Like, you're never gonna get to do those things ever again. I got in the deep, dark depths of blending and I just came out, and I'm sorry, but I'm back. I just really love the new trend of like the two-side middle shimmer. Yeah, love that. I'm talking about I was in it, boy. I was like, you know? Yeah, that's what was going on. Next one's a doozy. I don't even know if I want to say it. How do you feel about someone copying your stuff and putting it on their YouTube? I know what exactly they're talking about, and a lot of people have brought it to my attention, actually. Even people have said stuff to Ermin, and people keep telling me, and I'm just kind of like brushing it off, not really caring. I say it in every single one of my videos. Without rambling on any longer, let's get on the video. When that was put in someone else's video, I was like, why? You know, it's kind of that point where I'm not mad. I'm just kind of like, why? You get the same stuff, you do the same stuff right after I do it. And then you do that in your video, and then you try to get the same job that I have. It's kind of just like, maybe you just look up to me. And I can't be mad. Can't be mad at someone who wants to look up to me. And that's how I'm approaching it. Until it stops, that's how I'm approaching it. Love ya. Next thing is, what is something that you live by? Cows. Because I live on a farm. I'm guessing that's like what kind of quote you live by or something. Like, that's what most people live by. My favorite quote is from Kung Fu Panda. It's Shifu. Actually, no, it's Oogway. Yeah, it's Oogway. Let this sink in when I say it. Like, let it sink in, because it messed me up. If you never do more than you can do, you'll never be more than you are. I'll say it again. If you never do more than you can do, you'll never be more than you are. Meaning, for me, it means if you never go out of your way and try something new, test the limits, you're never gonna find, like, if I never, like, picked up a makeup brush, I've never have thought, you know, I could do makeup, you know? I didn't think I could do it then, you know? So, you just kind of you gotta try. Live by it. Not a question, but I just want to say I approve of Ermin, but if he breaks your heart, we're gonna have problems. That's one thing you don't ever have to worry about. And the last question is, where do you see yourself in 10 years? And that is married with a family. And I gotta go skedaddle because I'm about to be late for work, and I didn't realize what time it was, and I forgot to go in 12. So as always, thank you so much for watching and supporting me, and I'll see y'all in the next one.